What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And welcome back to TD PHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We have some breaking news coming out of the White House with the president's medical advisor. Dr. Fauci has come out and warned that football may not happen this year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And I told you all this a few days ago when we had a stream. The truth is, I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but we have to ask ourselves if we're even going to have football. And now today, Dr. Fauci has come out and literally said that football may not happen this year. Now, again, the NFL, this doesn't mean the NFL is going to change their plans. I'm pretty confident that the NFL is going to continue to move forward with their current plans, hoping that circumstances change closer to the time for them to start executing the start of the season. But the issue that we're facing today is that these cases of COVID-19 are increasing drastically. The cases of COVID-19 are increasing drastically right now. And it's actually topping some of the highest cases that we've had even earlier when the pandemic started, when we were, oh my gosh, it's going crazy. And also released today, Florida seems like it's on a trajectory to become the newest hotspot where 3 NFL teams reside. Jacksonville, Florida just shut back down. Just so you all know, Jacksonville, Florida just shut back down. I went to my local Walmart yesterday, and last week, everything had disappeared almost. They had, you can go in both entrances of the store. Everything was fine. And now all of a sudden, they have the barricades up again, one way in, one way out. And it looks like we're actually headed in the wrong direction. And guys, when you look at it, it's tough. And here's the tough part about it. The toughest part about it is the fact that a lot of people are falsely given a reason why numbers are increasing. They're saying, well, all the protesting is why the numbers are increasing. That's not true, because you don't start showing symptoms until up to about 14 days. And a doctor just came out and said the numbers aren't increasing because of, especially in Florida, the numbers aren't increasing because of protesting. It's increasing because people still wanted to have their barbecues. People still wanted to go to the beach. People still wanted to go out and not use precaution and stay at home. That's why it's increasing. We don't even know the impact of protesting yet, but we'll start finding that out next week and the week after. So it's a compound effect that's actually going on out here. And people just, the problem is there's too many people that don't care. There's too many people that don't care. Too many people that feel like, oh, this is nothing. And that's part of the big issue. Because some of those same people who are like, oh, it's not that serious, are out there contracting it, and they don't even know because they might be asymptomatic. And then they're walking past the elderly person and potentially giving it to them, however they're getting it, and that person may pass. There are people out here that are causing others to lose their life, and they don't even know it. And that's just the reality. That's just the reality of it all. So at the end of the day, man, Dr. Fauci coming out warning football may not happen this year. That's a huge statement and a huge blow for the organization, for the NFL in general. Man, and this one that we don't want to hear, because I know the importance of what football also brings to this nation as far as a stress relief, a outlet, something to look forward to. See, those are the type of things that you need in a nation versus just the rigors of day in and day out. Sometimes you need your favorite show. You love watching your favorite show, your favorite piece of social media, your favorite this, your favorite that. And NFL provides that for a lot of people. It provides that for a lot of people, man. Let me see. They found a new promising treatment in the UK, some sort of steroid. It was published in the BBC. I thought NFL right away. Well, flip side fishing at the end of the day. That's probably the third one that I found. Probably the third time I've heard that a promising drug, but you have to understand these drugs have to be tested. They can't say, oh, I think this worked on this person, give it to everybody. It's months and months and months of testing to make sure, because what you don't want is to give people a drug that is curing COVID, and next thing you know, it's killing them 6 years later because of the effect of what it did, and we didn't realize at the time. That's why these things don't just jump out there. That's why these things don't just jump out there. Man, shout out to my homie, my brother, Damon Standalone Brown. What's up, man? He said, so what we supposed to do, bro? Stay in a shell and don't live life? No, you're let me plug this back in. My bad. You're not supposed to stay in a shell and don't live life. But you have, this is the tough part, Damien. This is the tough part about it. You have to make a decision. You have to basically weigh the pros and cons and figure out what's best for you. For some people, it don't matter. I don't care. Some people, it does matter. And I think that this is also something where this is like COVID-19 is a big thing that pulls on a lot of strings when it comes to our nation as one. You know, do we really look out for each other? Because sometimes, you know, like put it like this. If you could save your cousin's life, you know, by staying in the house, would you? If you could save your mom's or your grandparents' life by staying in the house, would you? You know, it's ways you have to look at it. You know, I wouldn't want to be locked down either. I don't want to be locked down. But can I save my grandparents' life or my parents' life by just staying in the house doing my part? Then would you? Would you? You know, so it's a tough situation. So I get it. Like nobody wants to be locked down, and you can't be locked down forever because it's not like COVID's gonna like really go anywhere. But how do you fight it? How do you fight it? Something that can take out masses. The only way you can fight a pandemic that can take out masses, you got to work together to fight it. You have to neutralize it. How do you neutralize it? You know what I'm saying? My brother, he said, yeah, I would. Exactly. You know, you don't want to be stuck in the house, but you'll definitely stay in the house to save the ones you love. So it's a matter of perspective. How do you put it into perspective for yourself? So it's tough, man. Because look, man, I got 5 kids in the house. Me and the wife, we going stir crazy, and it's like, okay, I think maybe we can get them out and do something now. And all of a sudden, it's spiking again. Hold on. Let's get nerve wrecked a little more. You know, it's crazy because you know what? It's all easy, man. Don't be scared. Just go live your life anyway until you're one of those individuals facing these tragedies. You know. Damien said, we fight it by taking care of ourselves, keeping your surroundings safe and clean. I agree, man. But the problem is there's so many unknowns. We can be fighting it by taking care of ourselves, but it doesn't mean that we haven't contracted it. Some of us on this stream right now, 75 people watching. Who's to say 6 people or 10 people don't have COVID right now and don't even know? I mean, this is the reality. And they already said up to 80% of the people who catch it won't even know because they won't show symptoms. And if they do show symptoms, it'll be some of the lightest ones, just here and there or here and there. But it's just like general. And they won't even know. They're not getting crazy fevers. They're not going through the rigors and being hospitalized. The threat isn't so much of the asymptomatic people catching it, is them passing it along to the people who are. See, it's one thing to say, well, take care of yourself, get healthy, blah, 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 right? But being healthy doesn't come overnight. You know, you can't, man, I'm unhealthy right now. COVID is here. All right, tomorrow I'm considered healthy. That don't happen overnight. You know, you can go start working out tomorrow and everything, but your current condition, the way your body is in, it might want to teach you a lesson that, hey, you want to stay healthy. You want to stay. It's certainly teaching me that. It's telling me, you know what? I shouldn't even be in a position where I'm concerned. You know what? I'm a little overweight right now. I need to tighten up. You know, I could be at a higher risk. I could be at a much higher risk. So this should be wisening people up. We need to get ourselves better so that when these things do come, a whole nation, because we're one of the most unhealthy nations in the world. That's a fact. Go look it up. One of the most, if not the most unhealthy nation in the world. Last I saw, we were the most unhealthy nation in the world, but I don't know what's been happening lately. I don't know if that's changed or, this program is helped. I don't know. So I'm not going to sit out here and spew facts that right now we're the most unhealthy, but we couldn't have moved very far. We're a very unhealthy nation. And people wonder why, but why is it hitting the U.S. more than everybody else? Look at them other nations that, it should have hit them more. Oh, they way healthier than we are. Go look it up. They are way healthier than we are. Japan, everywhere, so much healthier. There's schools in Japan that don't have seats. The kids can't even sit down all day. Everything is moving. You walk around, you're playing on this massive playground, everything. You come into a lesson, you may sit down Indian style, but no seats. I mean, we are an unhealthy nation. And when things like this come, it shows how weak our systems are. We're so powerful because we buy the weapons, we buy all the things we need to protect us, which I ain't never going to be embarrassed about. We definitely have the military might and all that stuff that makes us feel so much safer in so many different ways. The biggest deterrences in the world, I'm proud of. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to stuff like this, we lose this fight before in almost every nation. This is why we got to get better as a people. As one, we got to get healthy, man. We have to get healthy, man. Man, I saw my other brother in here, man. Let me see what he was saying. My homie, Stephen Holmes Jr. What's up, homie? He says, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I agree, man. I agree. And that's somebody whose word I definitely value. I value that because I know he stays ready. He be out there with his kids staying ready. And he take care of his health, him and his family. And it's something that this whole thing has taught me. Gotta do better, man. Gotta do better, because you don't want the unseen enemy to come and take you out for just living life, thinking it's all good. I put on another 15 here, then another 15 there, and then another 15, and it ain't never too late. I don't care if you're 800 pounds right now. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. You could always get in a healthier position. Because, but I will say this, it's kind of unfair for those who are in a much healthier position when they say things like, well, I'm straight, man. Man, I don't want to be like that. Hey, but feel the other people. Man, they may not be and then the people that have underlying conditions, man, forget the health aspect, just people who are sick in general, but they're even healthy, but they have diseases or whatever it may be that they're fighting day in and day out. Those are the things, man. You got to look out for those people too. You have to look out for those people too. Those who can't help themselves. Are you a real leader that's going to help them? Are you a real leader who's going to help them? That's why I always tell my sons every chance I get, man, y'all the biggest ones in both of y'all classes, especially my oldest son. He got caught because his birthday in October. So he's one of the oldest ones. I mean, the youngest ones. No, he's one of the oldest ones in his class and way bigger. And I always tell him, man, you see a kid bullying another kid that can't help himself, then you bully that kid and bully him to stop bullying. You can control that. So help those who can't help themselves. Help those who can't help themselves. That's what I say. Each one teach one. Yes. Stay ready, all stars. Yes. I'll be out there conditioning with my high school team. That's what's up, man. And by any means necessary. Hello, TD and everybody. What's up, Speed Baller? But it's not just about food when it comes to health. It's the mind, body, and soul when it comes to health. I agree, man. It's every. That's why I was talking yesterday morning, because a lot of people like to stream. I was talking about this. You got to take care of this mental health too. You got to take care of that mental health too, and that soul is important. And the crazy thing is, people don't realize all of it ties in. The physical, the mental, the spiritual, it all ties in to make a healthy individual, a healthy being, man. Come in tune with yourself. Become one. All right. They freed X, innocent. Man, would you tackle Zeke? Yeah, I'll tackle Zeke. All they got to do is give me league minimum. I'll tackle anybody. It can end my season. I still get paid if I'm injured. What's up, Rip? We the people in the nation control what we do, but sometimes it's really hard to move on day in and day out. Hey, listen, like I said the other morning, I don't care how hard it is, but you got to do it. You know, just something being hard ain't an excuse. That at the end of the day, something being hard ain't an excuse. It ain't an excuse. That don't exempt you from having to do it. It doesn't exempt you from having to do it. So I don't care what's hard. If you got to do it, you got to do it. Do what you got to do. Ain't nothing supposed to be easy. Matter of fact, you shouldn't want anything easy. You want to show that you battle tested. So that matter of fact, you want everything hard. So that when the easy things come, it's a brush off, man. So you could take care of that mental and be straight. You could take care of your mental and be good, man. Everybody hit that like button. TD Speaking Facts. Yes, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. We got 78 watching and only 44 likes. Show your love and support. We already know at least we got one hater who showed up. They put the thumbs down. And see, it's not a stream without two haters. So if you're another hater and you're sitting out there, hit that dislike button. I need at least two. That makes me feel validated, like I'm doing something right. Okay? So wherever you are, don't be shy. Hit that dislike. We need to trust God to take care of us, and we need to take care of ourselves and others around us. I agree to an extent. We're going to trust in God, but we have to also follow what he's telling us in order to take care of ourselves. It's like a lot of people put everything on him when in reality, he's already giving you words to take care of yourself. You know, and people have to understand that. That's why, you know, I'm trying to read my Bible even more and more and more, because there's so much revelation in it that, you know, when you're young, it's like, it's just too many words. This person begot that person. That person begot that person. But the more you understand it, the more you actually understand, you know, the favor that you'll have by living your life in certain ways. And it makes you healthier. It makes you wiser. It makes you mentally better. It makes you physically better. It's just so much. But, you know, it's a matter of one's perspective, you know, and all I can do is tell people it definitely helps me. It definitely helps me. And that's why I try my best to do better and better at that, because it's so much to learn. You can read one thing and don't really digest it, but just keep reading and you might come back to, wow, you know, I assure you, no matter what, they will drag this out till election day. There are some real sick, evil people in this world that care nothing about our health. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that, because I love the comment, and here's why. Today, I'm probably going to go live on my other platform, George Albanese. I'll probably go live on that platform and talk about some of this topic right here, not COVID per se, but COVID. I'm going to talk about some of this topic because somebody was bringing up to me that was a good topic, and I'll probably open it up. You know, like something as general as, is protesting more important than the risks of COVID-19 in a protest? You know, I wanted to talk about that topic because it was interesting, because I mean, I think a lot of people now realize how the media can play things one way or another. And it's just interesting right now because, and I'm not diminishing the protests at all, because I think that it's a beautiful thing that a lot of people are being more and more aware of what's going on. And the nation is aware right now of injustices that can definitely help us all overall, because that's what I'm for. That's what I stand for, period. Okay. So don't try to twist my words and make me out to be this guy who don't care. No, not going to happen. But I will say this, man, it's a delicate situation, because all of this is happening when we have one of the most deadliest things running around here, getting people sick and killing people in our nation right now. And the same people who are fighting for our lives could be at risk of losing it because of it. So I wanted to talk about this on the platform today. This would be a good one. No, TD, chill. Let's wait until you are on your other platform. Yeah, I'm just letting people know that's what we're probably going to talk about today on the other platform, because it's a good topic to talk about. It's so much to discuss, because man, see, I want to go in now, but I'm gonna wait. So y'all need to go over to the other platform if you like this kind of conversation and you want to talk through things and understand things better. And I'm learning, y'all learning. This ain't a platform where TD tell you what it is and you better listen. If not, you're stupid. All that. No, that ain't what this is. This is a platform where I want to hear from y'all. And I'm going to give you my thoughts, but I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear why you agree, why you disagree, why I agree, why I disagree, and have that conversation. It's not an argument, and it's not to prove each other wrong. It's to bring out facts and get real accurate information. So check out the other platform. It's TD's Real Talk. Make sure when you put in TD's, you put an apostrophe X, so you can find the channel. So we're going to hit that topic today. It'll be a pretty good one. Beer Time Blitz say, I just want football. Crying. I'm okay not being able to attend the Fins versus Bengal game if it means football is back with no fans. Listen, like Dr. Fauci said, football may not happen this year. I can only imagine where Roger Goodell is sitting there in the office with the board right now saying, man, Fauci came out and said that doesn't bode well for us. Because if you ask me, the NFL would have rather this whole thing be just silent. Yeah, we know there may not, but you don't have to blast it to the masses because now it brings a certain level of hysteria behind it. It brings a certain level of scrutiny to continue to act as if it's still going to go on because they still want it to go on and they want to act as if it is. And it still may. But when Dr. Fauci comes out and warns football may not happen this year, y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. You know? I mean, what is the football? What is the league going to move to? Are they going to do like the president did and say people that attend the rally in Oklahoma have to sign a waiver? Is the NFL going to have you at the gates of the stadium signing waivers? You know, so we got to see what move the NFL is willing to do. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. But to hear him say football may not happen this year, that's a bold statement for something so large and important to what we do day in and day out. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. I want you to really dive into what's happening right now along our nation, how cases are spiking even higher. And then here's another thing that was said. This isn't a second wave, y'all. They said that we're still in the first. They said that we're still in the first wave. People saying this spike is the second wave. No, it's the first. You can't have a second wave until you've actually taken control of the first. And then he went on to add that people think that it's not just COVID that'll derail the football season, but you got COVID that is expected at this point to reach its highest points when the football season starts. And then you move forward to September, October. That's when flu season starts. It's just going to be a compounding issue. It's going to be compounded. You have the common flu that is going to creep up into September, October, along with a spike in what the chart now tells you August, September is going to be even higher for COVID. That's what they say the charts are saying. But, you know, the charts can change. It can go down. I'm trying to live a little optimism in here, right? So, come on, y'all. This ain't, man. This is like a compounding issue. This is a compounding issue. And we still don't know what the impact of protesting. All those hundreds and thousands of people that's been literally holding hands, hugging each other, bumping into each other, you know, running around. I mean, let's just be honest. Every single time you see a protest on television, there ain't no social distancing. Ain't no such thing. It doesn't exist in it. It doesn't exist. It did not. It doesn't exist. So this is going to be interesting, man. It's just too much going on. And I can tell you one thing that was correct that our nation said. If we want to try to defeat this thing, we have to fight it out by literally quarantining. But then you had a large percent of our nation that said, I don't want to quarantine. It's against my constitutional right. I should be able to go and walk freely and do as I choose. And technically they have a point. But you can't defeat it. You can't defeat it unless everybody's on board and we're really, really legitimately quarantined. Like, think about it. If right now every person in the entire nation went home, stay home, don't do nothing. We're going to stay home for 30 days. Nobody can come out, which it ain't realistic. I get all that. You know, you got to go grocery shopping. You got to do this. But everybody went home. You can literally come out on that other side of the 30 days and have identified every case, having identified who it spread to, and having controlled it. But the problem is that would never happen because our government and our economy, especially financially, would collapse. It would collapse. And people don't know what it means for our system to collapse. If you understood what it meant for our system to collapse, from what I know what it means for our system to collapse, for our dollars to be worth nothing at the end of the day, if that happened, it'll be times that we have never seen before. You think the Great Depression is something? People don't understand. And I haven't even traveled around the world, but I've seen a lot of around the world in various ways. The way others live around the world, people don't realize how spoiled we are in this country compared to others. That's the crazy part about it. With all of our own issues, people don't realize how spoiled we are compared to so many other nations, so many other countries. People don't understand that. And why are some of these other countries and nations the way they are now? Because their whole system crashed. The value of their dollar is worth nothing. All that stuff. But that's a whole deeper conversation, man. It's just interesting to me. How do you win this? Because if we don't have football season, why would the conversation end come next year? This is still going to be something that's prevalent and around. So, and that's a lot of other people's argument about it as well. They say, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It's something we're going to have to deal with long term. So we might as well just do what we do. Yeah, but why can't we minimize the casualties now? We can do what we do, but why wouldn't we take steps to minimize the casualties now? Some people have a mentality, well, if you ain't healthy and you don't make it out of this, that's on you. I'm sorry, that's just not how I operate. It's not how I operate personally. So more people will die because the president is not sitting on his country again either. I don't know what that means. More people will die because the president is not sitting on his country again ever. I don't understand what that means. You got to elaborate. Let's see here. These politicians and the media are scum. I'm all for our constitutional right to peacefully protest, but at the same time, I can't go to my church. With the mask, which has only 50 people in it. Come on. See, that's another conversation, George. I mean, you should bring that to the conversation today that we're going to have because it's a valid point. You know, they see, oh my gosh, I want to start talking about it now, but I'll wait till later because it's just a hypocrisy in it to me that actually we should be more concerned about. We should be more concerned that everybody, all the entities that we say is setting up a certain group of people are the main ones encouraging us to protest. Some of the same entities that we're trying to fight against are the ones saying, I'm for you protesting. Interesting. Guys, please chill with politics on the channel. YouTube will change TD's algorithm. It is what it is. I done already seen enough of that. But you know what? We got people witnessing right now. One thing they can't take away is the truth. You know, they can do their best to hide it, but I get what you're saying. But the other channel, y'all need to go check that out. TD's Real Talk. Make sure you apostrophe S the TD's so that you can find it. All right. We had these conversations in way more detail, way more in depth. All right. Isn't wearing a mask a smart, small sacrifice? A smart, small sacrifice. Yeah, I guess. Wearing a mask, a very small sacrifice. Yeah, I believe so. Anything is better than nothing, you know. Trying to save face. What's up, y'all? Mates, keep me up to date. Oh, y'all talking about something else. So anyway, man, it is what it is. What about Xavier Howard being wrongly accused of a crime he didn't commit? Hashtag Freedom X. Logan, man, what's wrong with you, Logan? I'm not even going to dive into that, saying the man was wrongly accused of a crime that he didn't commit. I'm going to leave that one alone, man. What's up, Engraven? Shout out to you, homie. I'm going to leave that whole thing alone, man. At the end of the day, he's blessed that he's having nothing come his way that's going to, number one, incarcerate him. Number two, find any penalty within the league. Okay? All right, so we'll put it like that. All that other stuff about wrongly this and wrongly that, that's a matter of opinion, all right? There's no facts to substantiate that whatsoever. What's up, Vicky? I see Vicky in the building. What's going on? Awesome, man. Let me see. I can't imagine football without fans. It's just not the same. Fans give energy and hype to the players. You know what I thought about, though? I think it still would be an okay element because we know that they're out there competing. It'll be a lot more trash talk. Matter of fact, you know how the NFL could actually make it exciting? Mic these guys up. Just like the XFL did. Mic them up and let us get to hear some of the talking that they do out there on the field. Filter free. If there's no fans, I promise y'all that'll probably make up for it. It'll probably make up for it. Got these guys out here going at each other's neck, calling each other trash, and you sorry, you can't guard me, in the back and forth. That would be interesting. I'm telling you, that would bring a whole new element in the NFL. It was one thing with the XFL, but in the NFL, telling every player you're mic'd and we're not suppressing your voice. As long as you ain't saying nothing hateful, like racist or nothing, but you can call somebody soft. You can do all that stuff. That would be a whole nother element. So think about the replays. Look at what this person told that person, man, and that would be nice. I think we would watch football in that situation. We would hear the quarterback, maybe not call the plays or what it's called or the audibles, but you give us a little bit of the conversation. Show us what some of the things, the coaching elements of it on the sideline. Have better editing teams that can hurry up and cipher through without giving away game plan. I think that would work. We can watch the game without fans. We would literally watch it and it would still be competitive to us because we know that they're trying to play at the highest level. It's just something, of course, we'd have to get used to, but I think we can conform to it for a temporary basis until we're in a better place. But again, that still doesn't mean we'll have a season, because in order to have a football season, you would have to, in order to have a football season, you would literally have to quarantine all the players for 17 weeks. And they're never going to vote that to be away from their families for 17 weeks. And then if you talk about bringing their families in on it too, that's not realistic. This ain't the NBA. We talk about 15 players and their families. We talk about 55 and their families, a 20-man coaching staff and their families, plus all the personnel that's in housing all of them and doing all that. Listen, I just don't believe a bubble would work for the NFL. It's too massive of logistics. And they would be spending a lot more. Or maybe they take all their profits this year and spend it on that to preserve the shield, to preserve the brand. Sometimes the owner has to say, to preserve the company, I won't take profits this year. All the profits will go back into the company to help it sustain. Maybe that's what they need to do. And I like that, Engraven. Have YouTubers commentate on the games. They have different platforms like that. Like this year, even though I'm going to be live on YouTube, I'm also going to be live on Sportscaster as well. It's a live game, and I can commentate it during it. But but we'll see how it goes. But at the same token, I know what you mean on a national level, bro. Like, bring in some YouTubers and have them commentate the game real time. That'll be pretty nice. But, you know, these guys that's up there commentating now make millions and they already got the contract signed. They ain't going to let that money go to waste. They're not going to let that money go to waste. Not at all, man. So it'll be tough. It'll be nice, but it'll be tough. Especially having, just imagine, engraving on national TV and TD, boy, I'll be letting him have it for that disrespect they showed us last year. We be in the playoffs, I'll be talking junk. And he ain't going to do nothing but hold his head low because they getting blown out. Because Tua eating up Lamar Jackson. I said it. Tua balling out of Lamar Jackson around here throwing picks and rushing for -1 yards on 4th and 1 multiple times in a big game. I'm just saying, these are facts, ladies and gentlemen. Don't shoot me for giving facts. All right. But anywho, I ain't gonna never let that go because I promise y'all it was so disrespectful what they did to us in our own stadium. And I guess it was disrespectful for us allowing it to happen, but they know we were playing with guys that were working at Lowe's. I mean, we had guys that we pulled right off the street, man. They know that. And they were trying to run the score up all because of a little comment. Oh, he's a running back. Y'all, oh boy, I can't wait for that payback. I really can't. Baltimore, man, they so close to moving into my tier 1 of teams I don't like. They're tier 2 right now, but they're so close. But I ain't gonna put them there yet. Buffalo Bills and Jets. Buffalo Bills and Jets. Wow, did y'all hear that? I ain't even acknowledged New England. Buffalo, New England, and Jets. They tier 1, man. 2 picks was not his fault, though. I call it what you want. He threw them. All right. Oh. May said at TD Fins, I'll destroy ESPN as soon as I arrive. And that's a promise, TD. All right, I'm with you, man. Why does Dr. Fauci opinion matters? He has been wrong on everything. Has he, Cloud Life? That's an interesting one. We love to hear what he's been wrong on so we can actually validate that or denounce that, because I would like to know what he actually has been wrong on. I do get the one thing where he said it wasn't time to shut the country down, because I remember the president shut the country down 2 weeks before Dr. Fauci recommended that he did, which they said probably saved millions of lives. So he was wrong in not shutting it down earlier, but everything he said was the information doesn't warrant shutting it down yet because we hadn't seen a spike at the time. Which I mean, he was right going off of his data. There's no spike. There's no need to shut the whole country down and not shut the country down, but stop travel. That's what we're talking about. Stop travel. He said there's no need to stop travel right now. And the president stopped it anyway. He just shut down everybody coming in and out of the country. And I'm happy he did that, because a lot of people beat him up for doing it, saying that it was discriminatory, but it actually saved a lot of lives, because had he shut it down the 2 weeks later, this situation could be even worse right now. It could definitely be worse, because all the cases that we had came into this country. And a lot of people said December and January came in. So it is what it is. So I get what you're saying. But I can't fault Dr. Fauci, because all he's going off of is the numbers. And at the time, they knew nothing about the disease. They were still trying to figure it out. Dr. Fauci also said there was no need to wear a mask, and then changed his mind because they knew nothing about it. I mean, can we really not? I mean, the doctor is saying we're learning about the disease right now. There's no need to wear a mask. And then next, 2 weeks later, oh, it's airborne. Wear a mask, everybody. You can't fault the flip-flop. You only can go off of what you know at the time, and we got to be fair in those instances. You can only go off of what you know at the time. And at the time, they thought it was something where, just like, that touching and all of that stuff, wiping stuff and touching your face and your nose and entering into your system, they thought that's what it was. Then all of a sudden they realized when they, did their black lights and all of that, they saw, whoa, this thing is airborne. Whoa, this thing can live on surfaces longer. whoa, this thing is blah, blah, blah. They learned that later and then they changed their assessment. That's fair. It's unfortunate for those who didn't early and may have paid the price. But, I mean, can we really knock that? I mean, you can only do what you know to do. So I try not to criticize the decisions that these guys are making, not unless you're in that situation. You know, should you make those type of decisions? I mean, or criticize those type of decisions. All right. Fauci has been confused to the point that we still don't know much about COVID. Y'all also have to understand, y'all act like Dr. Fauci is the one in the lab studying the stuff. No, he's being advised by multiple teams around the country who are actually working on it themselves. For some reason, we think everybody at the top is the one that's doing all the research and doing all the stuff and come out speaking about it. But people at the top ain't doing nothing but reporting what the scientists and everybody's giving them to be a fact of what they know at that time, which could change. So I think we should you got to be a little fairer in these situations. I thought they knew everything about the virus in December of last year. Well, Cloud Life, from my information, I believe you thought wrong. We knew nothing about it in February, January, and we started to get a little bit of information we knew nothing. December, January, we knew nothing. All we knew is, man, this thing is going crazy in China, and man, we got to hope that it doesn't come here. Nobody knows. Do you see that we just imprisoned one of our own scientists for working with China, trying to give them secrets on our research on it? And we also imprisoned, I believe, like 3 Chinese hackers who are trying to tap into our medical systems to get data on how we're fighting COVID. This is crazy out here, man. This is crazy out here, man. So, I mean, a lot of people, we don't know. We don't know. It's still stuff they're learning right now, y'all. See, there's a difference in the attack of this virus and how it's attacking people and the cure. Those are 2 separate spectrums. There are people working on how it's attacking us, so how we can fight that attack. And there are people working on, hey, if it's already done attacked and done its damage, how can we make it better and help people and fix them and cure them? 2 different things. And I think we're mixing them. We're mixing those things with information. All right. So it's different research out here, man. And the one thing that we are not winning the battle on is the information we're learning about it and why it's acting the way it's acting and what it's doing. It's a lot of unknown with viruses, because if you knew a ton, then it would be easier to find that cure or that vaccine or whatever it may be. So it is what it is, man. I don't get into blaming people in situations that we've never seen before. I just don't. All right. We can continue to acquire better talent to sustain the championship team for the long term. Yeah. If we don't have football, though, this year, we'd be wasting a year of some of the talent that we have, their contracts. I mean, what is the league going to do? All right, guys, if we cancel football, we'll just initiate all the contracts to continue next year, and we'll act like this year was not a part of your contract. You know, I don't think they'll do that. It'll get difficult. It's going to be difficult, man. So we shall see. Tua drinking that muscle milk and already doing endorsement deals, smart moves to get paid and not rely on a rookie contract, will not need to ask for big money contract in the future. I hope not, Speedballer. I hope not, bro. We shall see. Time will tell. All right. Time will tell. All right. We did not need to shut the country down like we did. Old people should have been quarantined from the get-go, not the healthy working Americans. Well, people making it seem like older people are the only ones that are dying. There are a lot of people dying, George, even those who aren't elderly. Of course, they may have higher statistics because of their immune system, but it's still a threat to everyone. You know, unless you're blessed to be asymptomatic. It's crazy. How do one just be blessed to be asymptomatic? you know, and I guess it's still not a blessing because you're hosting something that can hurt others. So it's an odd situation. It's a different of opinions on whether or not we should have closed or not. This, that, and this. You know, who knows? See, it's easy to say that now after we did, but if we didn't and it was 10 times worse today, how would we feel? You know, it probably would have been, we should have shut down. What kind of this and that? Why would they do this? It's always easy to say what we shouldn't have done, but had we not done it and it would have been worse, then we got the luxury of going back and arguing the latter. We have the luxury of going back and saying, we should have just shut down. But you can never prove that the same individual said that we should have. We shouldn't have, you know? So it's a give and take. Nobody knows what was the best decision. It's just a matter of, hey, this is what we have. Now, I'll tell you this, since we're opening back up, if things get astronomically worse, then that alone will show that, oh, we should have shut down before and we probably need to again. So, I don't know, man. It's just a different of people's opinions and nothing's wrong with that. It doesn't make one person right or one person wrong. The tough thing is you can't read the future for both decisions. You can't read the future for two decisions. All right, to see which one would be better. All you can do is go off of stats and what you feel would be best. Because I think anybody in their right mind with common sense knows that if we never shut down, there would be more cases and there would be more death. And we're saying we just need to quarantine our families more, but then you'd have people, you know, elderly, you'd have people arguing that we should be able to be around our grandparents and this and that, and it would have still been a fight. Nothing is perfect. You can't make everybody happy. All right. Here's what it is. All right. Oh boy. Imagine football being played at an empty stadium. Listen, I'm not opposed to it if we can actually get some mic'd up situations. Mic up everybody. Put a mic on everybody. Have a soundboard that comes in and out of everybody's. And have one person listening to everybody on the field at every position. And if they hear something juicy, bring this up front. Have them edit that real fast so they can replay it and tell people the battle that's going on over here at the corner and receiver position. I mean, they can get it done, man. All right. Shut 2020 down back. Run it back in 2021. I just want football fans or no fans. The virus is not that serious. All right, Matt. I'm glad you see it that way. What time, TD? What time you going live on your other platform? You know what? I was thinking about 1:00 today. I was thinking about 1:00. So I would actually veer to say around 1 or 4. 1 or 4. And hey, guys, I mean, if you want to be involved, I'm going to put the link in the comment section. Come on through. Let's chat it up. You know, come on through, give your opinion, talk to us about it. Let's have some good conversation, man. See what's really going on out here. And today we want to talk about, is protesting more important than staying safe with COVID right now? And there's gonna be different opinions about it, and that's what it's about, having that conversation. Because I just think something there. This situation might be deeper than we realize, and who knows, man? I'm not gonna go into detail. We'll wait till later on the show, but I don't know, man. Something ain't right about what's going on right now. That's just my take. All right. Hold on one moment, guys. My bad, guys. But yes, the setup is real. Sunny D Knight, please come over. Please come over to the platform later, because something ain't right. I'll just put it like that. We need to talk about it. Something ain't right, man. Something is not right in my eyes, and I need y'all to help me clear my eyes or validate them, man. Something just is not right. All right. TD, you sound like Kyrie now. I don't even know what Kyrie said. Hopefully when we talk about this later, hopefully y'all can tell me what Kyrie said. Maybe I'll be like, well, or I don't know. I'm just saying though. Just Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. We'll talk about it later. You know what Miami fights every year? Malaria, typhus, West Nile, etc. Okay. I didn't know that. If the NFL season resumes, do you think Kenyon Drake has a good game against the Dolphins and gets 100 yards? No, I ain't getting no 100 yards, man. Because we got guys who know how to set the edge. Kenyon Drake ain't doing nothing unless he get in the open field, and we ain't allowing no open field. We better not. We better not allow no open field. So I ain't worrying about Drake, man. I ain't worrying about Drake, especially if he ain't on the Dolphins. TD just got my Tua jersey. Next, Dan Marino, but more Super Bowl. Haha. At TD Fins. Hey, congratulations, man. I told y'all I can't get my Tua jersey till next year, man. Next year, man. Unless y'all want to send me one in the P.O. box. I already told y'all. Because there were about 5 people that said, man, when we draft Tua, I'm going to send you a Tua jersey. I ain't heard a word yet. I ain't heard a word yet, man. Man, I wish we would have done what New Zealand did. Hey, Tank McBride, hey, let us know what that is, man. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Just wanted to bring y'all the breaking news that Dr. Fauci warns football may not happen this year. And we all also recognize that Florida is becoming one of the nation's hot spots right now. We were running about 1,000 cases a day for almost a month, it feels like. Now, all of a sudden, we're 3,000 a day. It's going up. Certain counties just shut back down over the last 24 hours. They're reversing their actions because Florida opened up. Matter of fact, if you ask me personally, Florida never really shut down. We say we shut down, but people were still outside. People were still on parties. People were on highways having parties. People were doing all that stuff. So to me, I don't think we ever really shut down. But now that we've opened back up in a lot of cases, now certain counties are like, whoa, it's actually turning crazy right away. Let's reverse that right now. Let's reverse that right now. Let's go ahead and shut things back down. So that's what's happening in Florida. Go look at the numbers. They're spiking over the last 4 days. Over the last 4 days, the numbers just whoop. It's like, man, where is this coming from? So if you look at timelines, what was happening 2 weeks ago? That was the beginning. Well, actually, was it the beginning of the protest? It might actually is a correlation. I don't know. But time is going to tell us a lot, man. And I just want people to be safe, and we don't need people getting sick out here. And, you know, and it sucks, man. I hate for, you know, those who are, you know, don't have a stronger immune system, our older generation that, you know, they want to, they worked hard all their life. Now they want to sit back, retired, and chill. And you have some out there threatening their life now. So now they can't sit back and chill and relax and actually retire because they're at risk of losing their life. That sucks. That sucks. So I try to do my part and stay quarantined, or, you know, when I do have to go out and get food and stuff, wear my mask and protect those around me, man. But like I said, this TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate the love and support. Please hit that like button on your way out so YouTube can let more people know about the channel. I appreciate your love and support. I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to check me out on my other platform, TD's Real Talk. I will be live on that midday today, so make sure you come check it out. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Peace. It's your boy. I am out. Y'all be safe. Please.